Guys, I don't know who to pull anymore. Like, they are just dropping banger 5 stars after banger 5 stars. It is unbelievable, man. Like, who are you going to pull for? I have no clue anymore. Because just yesterday, they released not the trailer, but the design or the drip marketing for Cartethyia, who's coming in the first half of 2.4. And I believe today, they dropped the Lupa drip marketing. And Lupa, honestly, for me, looks even better than Cartethyia. That's just my personal opinion, but yeah. So let's just go over Cartethia's drip marketing. So when I first looked at this picture or this drip market, the first thing that came to mind, of course, is why is Fleur-de-Lis in there as well? Can we use her skills? Can we, summon her or whatever? I have no clue. Of course, Cartethyia is the Sentinel's Resonator. And I think what would make the most sense is if we could use Fleur-de-Lis's skills by having Cartethyia and then this weapon. If Cartethyia uses this weapon from Fleur-de-Lis, she could use their skills. That would make the most sense in my mind. But that's just me though. And of course, the art looks fucking dope. Kuro always cooks with the art. Is there anything else that's really important about this? Not really, to be honest. I mean, Renacida, of course. Truth is a beacon in the maelstrom of my life. Not really that important. And of course, the comments are always insane. Yeah, man. Bro, imagine if we could play as Fleur-de-Lis. I don't think that's gonna happen. Of course, the character is Cartethyia, but it would be very cool. So let's go over Lupa now. And Lupa teases something of the new area probably, or the new Sentinel. Because if you look at Lupa, this part normally represents Renacida, but this is not the same Sentinel as Renacida. So this is a different Sentinel. And if you guys don't know, I studied Latin. I had Latin as a, how do you say that, as a curriculum in school. And Lupa is Latin for she-wolf or wolf in general. And of course, it makes sense that she has a tail, right? It makes a lot of sense. And why all those wolves are around her. It just makes a lot of sense. But where was Latin used back in the day, or very long time ago? It was used in Rome. So my guess is that Lupa teases that the next area definitely has something to do with the Romanian Empire. Or the Roman Empire, not the Romanian, the Roman Empire. Because one, Latin is used in the Roman Empire. And two, Lupa actually has a lot to do with the Roman Empire. Because Lupa, if I come over here, it does mean she-wolf. And this Lupa sheltered or nursed Romulus and Remus. And you know who started Rome? Those two. So if this doesn't point to the next area being, Roman Empire or Roman structure of buildings, right? I guess. You could also say these are wolves, or, you see 3 heads, maybe 4, but 3 main ones. Cerberus, for example. The dog, the guardian of hell in Greek mythology. I guess you could also say that. But I think this points more towards the Roman Empire instead of the Greek one. But still, I could see the point that people are trying to make. And what I'm also noticing is that she's probably in a arena. Like if you look back here And around here, this, at least for me, looks like an arena. So what it could be is that this is kind of like a nation of war. And if you dive deeper into which father Romulus and Remus have, it is Mars. And Mars in Roman mythology is the god of war. I'm probably rambling here. I'm probably like guessing and, thinking to myself, probably going way too deep in it and seeing things that aren't there. But looking at this and looking at all the pointers, it does look like some kind of nation of war. Maybe like it could also be the Colosseum. I mean, in Rome, you have the Colosseum, right? So that could also make a lot of sense. But yeah, I believe it's definitely going to be something Roman and war type of new area with a new Sentinel. And personally, the new Sentinel looks like I guess you could say a Pegasus, but he's holding a spear/torch. So I don't know yet what that is or what that should represent. It could mean, of course, the sun is Sol in Roman Empire, in Roman mythology. That could be it. But I'm not really sure what this is supposed to represent yet. But still, it looks pretty cool. Personally, I'm going to try to get them both. And if I can't, then so be it. But I do have a lot of pools saved up. I can go to pity once, no, twice. So if I get really unlucky, I get one, and then I'm back to square one. But if I win the 50-50 2 times, I can now already get it, so hopefully. But then I also have to imagine that Prolova is probably coming in 2.5. You can go on and on and on and think about, oh my god, in the next patch, more banger characters are coming out, and yeah, man, it is ridiculous. Like I said in the beginning, I have no clue who to summon for anymore, because they're all looking insane. Like this art, let's just appreciate this art for a minute. Like, oh my days, the spear looks fucking dope, bro. I feel like she's gonna be some type of Jian, where she uses like the pole arm to like swing around and use the wolves instead of like the dragon. I feel like that. I feel like that would be a bit basic, but it would make sense, I guess. And also, these blue flames. Don't know what that's supposed to represent. Could just be a, I guess a mistake or something cool to add because it resonates well with red, I guess. Or she's going to use blue flames. Don't know, but I mean, there aren't a lot of blue flames compared to the red ones, but still, pretty dope. Pole arm, by the way, also looks fucking dope. This kind of reminds me of the pole arm from Fate. They're like Lancer's pole arm. It looks kind of like that, if I'm recalling correctly. Let me look it up. Lancer, Fate. I believe. I mean, it does kind of look the same though, right? Or am I tripping here? I feel like it looks kind of the same. It is red both. Yeah, I feel like it looks the same. But yeah, definitely, I see 3 heads, right? I see 1, 2, 3, which could indicate Cerberus, like I said. But I'm rambling on and on. That's what I'm thinking the new area is going to be. And personally, I love both of these characters. And like I said, I'm going to try to pull them both. Let me know who you are going to pull, because I'm actually curious on if you're like strong-minded on going for one of the 2 or both. And yeah, man, it looks really dope, man. Kuro fucking cooked with the animation, or not with animation, but with the drip marketing. So yeah, let me guys know who you're gonna pull for, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.